Welcome to your chordal guitar lesson of the week. Did I ever tell you that I really appreciate you for watching my lessons? Now you know. So now today I'm gonna show you two chords that in theory do not fit together, but we are going to do it anyways. So I'm talking about the root major chord and the root minor chords at the same time in the same progression. Nowadays, we think that when we are writing a song, we have two choices. It's either in minor or in major. Is it sad or happy? But there is a gray zone between both. It's not just black and white. So we can explore this gray zone by playing as much of the minor root chord and the major root chord. So for example, if we are in the key of A minor, we have the choice of playing any of these chords if we want them to fit inside the sequence. So all of those chords would work really well in a A minor key, and they would not have any notes that clash or that are surprising. But in our case, we are going to play the A minor chord and the A major chord in the same progression. They do not fit in theory, but they sound cool one after another. If I play that, now we are not sure anymore. It's ambiguous. Are we in minor or major? But I really like the kind of sound that it does to incorporate both of them one after another. So what I'm gonna do, which is a little bit different from what I do on my lessons, I'm not going to explain in crazy details all of the examples that I'm going to show, but I'm going to play all my examples in a row with the tabs on top so you can just learn them and implement them into your own playing if you like the examples. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you could incorporate the minor and major chords one after another in a musical context. So how this works, we are just taking 2 of the same chords, one in minor and one in major. So what it does is only one note is going to change between both of the chords. It's going to be the minor third changed for the major third. So the first example that happens here, we are in the key of B because the underlying chord is here. So we could play a chord like this. And that would be a B minor chord, but I'm just removing the root because that's not really comfortable to play, which leaves us with this shape. So the minor third happens to be this note on the 4th string 12th fret, because compared to our B note, it does a minor third interval, so we just have to raise it 1 fret higher to have a major third. So now suddenly we have a B major chord. So when I'm playing this, I just have to replace with my pinky here on the 13th fret, and I have the major chord. So it's really nice to toggle between both. So our second example, I did the opposite. Instead of starting from the minor chord and going to the major chord, we start from the major chord. So when I play this is actually an E major chord. Why? Because the open string is E, so it's our root on the 6th string. And then this note here on the 11th fret of the 5th string is our major third. And when I add those notes, we have the complete E major chord. It's the same thing as if we add our pinky on the 12th fret, 6th string here. It's the same as a G major shape. This is just, we just bring that in a bar position higher. So this is our major chord. So if we want a minor chord, we have to change our major third to a minor third. And I even decided to double that minor third, so it's on our melody too, so it's even more obvious that this is a minor chord now. So when I do, so suddenly I am on an E minor chord, and this is E major, E minor. And the last example is even easier. So now we are in the key of A, and since I'm playing this shape, so the open A string is the root once again. The note on the 4th string is the minor third, and the note on the 2nd string is the minor 7th. So we have the minor third and the minor 7th. So if I want to put this in major, I just have to slide it 1 fret higher. So now the minor third becomes a major third, and the minor 7th becomes a major 7th. Which makes it really cool. And bonus tip today, if you want to jam and play on top of this little riff here, on the first chord, you could play an A minor pentatonic scale, the one that we all learn, right? This one, you start from A on the 5th fret, and so if I want to play on top of this one, you all know this scale, right? But if you want to play on the 2nd chord, you can play an A major pentatonic scale. But how can you find an A major pentatonic scale? Maybe you don't even know how to play it. There's an easy trick to find it. So when you want to play an A minor pentatonic, you place your index on the A note from the 6th string, right? So that's how you can know where to start your shape. When you want to play an A major pentatonic, you are going to start from that same A note here, but instead of starting from your index, you are going to start from your pinky. And now the note on your pinky becomes the 2nd note of that shape. So instead, you are going to play as if this is a F sharp minor pentatonic. But instead, we are just going to start and put emphasis on that A note instead. That's how you can play an A major pentatonic. So if you want to jam on top of this one, you just have to shift from this position of the pentatonic scale to 3 frets below, and this is going to do exactly the change that you want. But just emphasis the A note. So I will jam a little bit to let you see how this sounds. octave higher. So that's what's so cool about using those two chords one after another. You can jam along with the same position that you already know, just at two different places. So at the end of the video, I'm just going to put that same loop for 1 minute or two so you can jam for yourself with those two positions also. Alright, so if you are new on the channel, subscribe and don't forget before you leave to take my free mini course on my website. This is an awesome resource when I show you ambient chords, and you have exercises that you can take. You can ask me comments in the comment section of my website. So it's a great free resource. I don't want you to miss it. So click on the first link in the description box and enroll now. For me, I'm gonna sign off, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, au revoir.